Hi guys, this is Diya and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a random video, random because this is like a Q&A session that I just instantly decided to do it because I was asked few questions from you guys which I really loved. So actually it's a good idea. Once or twice a month I can do such hashtag dilsewithdiya or Q&A sessions where you can ask me questions, whatever question you feel like in my community section post, and then I can sit and make a quick video about it. It doesn't have to be very long, just maybe 5 to 7 minutes. But when I start talking, I talk a lot, so it will most probably be more than 5 to 7 minutes. Anyway, so let's just take the first question. And today I've picked two questions, and both the questions really I wanted to answer, really touched my heart, and something that I've been meaning to talk about since so long. So let's jump onto the question. So Mayuri Shah asked, Diya, I would love to know your educational life, your goals, which one you plan, which goals you achieve, which goals to a totally different angle. We all decide something, we study for that, then we get married and have kids, and then life changes. I so get that. So I want to know about you, maybe a Q&A session or live session. So Mayuri or anybody else who wants to know about my educational qualifications. So basically, since my childhood, I was a bookworm. I was like, a kida, padhne ka kida. That's what I was. Even if my parents would take me to a weekend get together, I would go there with my books, and my cousins would be so annoyed, like, why are you here with your books sitting in a corner and doing like maths or doing science or something. Even in college, I did my bachelor's of commerce. I used to always do statistics, and I used to be like padhne ka kida. And then I did my bachelor's of commerce from Ahmedabad Gujarat University, and after that like most of our parents would, my parents also wanted me to get married, and I really wanted to escape that. I really wanted to do something in my life. I always dreamed of I used to sit on such a swing at my parents' place, and it was in actually balcony, and I used to always sit and gaze at the stars, and I used to always think about my dreams, that what I want to do in life. I really want to study, I want to be independent, I want to earn a lot of money, I want to be happy and things like that. So I decided that I want to not get married, and I want to go to out of India for further studies, and which is why I came to Australia. I did my Masters of Accounting here, and after I did my Masters of Accounting, I actually got a very basic level accounting job, like a clerk type of job. From there I built I just moved on, I stepped up, and from the clerk I got assistant accountant job, then I got junior financial accountant, then I got financial accountant, then I got to corporate accountant, and I will actually tell you about my journey. And basically when I was doing masters here in Australia, I did it from University of Technology Sydney, which is UTS, one of the reputed college, the first 5 ranking colleges or universities in Australia. So I'm very proud of that I've done my bachelor, now my post-grad from there, my Masters of Accounting from there. And after that, I did my Chartered Accountancy actually from Institute of Chartered Accounting Australia, ICAA. So I did CA from there, and it was like a very tough period. So you all know how difficult CA is, and I was doing that with a full-time job and also taking care of myself. I was doing from grocery to my share of chores, because that time we were a set of 5 girls living in a unit, and so I had my daily task list. I had to do that. I had to cook, not every day, but whenever was my turn, and then going to uni, going to work, so everything. So I think from there doing hard work or always being occupied was always in me. I never got tired, to be very honest. I was always enthusiastic, and I was always running from one task to the other and taking off one task on my to-do list to the other one. That's what I was doing. And I still remember there was this one Christmas time, they in Christmas time you can actually students can do additional work as well. So I actually was waking up 5 a.m. in the morning, and I was coming back at 11:30 p.m. in the evening. So I was doing one job in the morning, then I was doing one job in the evening, and then I was doing uni in between, and then being at home. It was, I think, the most tiring 6 months of my life, where I really didn't get to sleep a lot, which is why I love to sleep a lot. Anyways, so I did my CA. I was working as a financial accountant in this company. I'm not going to name names here. And then in this company, I worked for 3 years. And then previously I had worked in another firms, and then I changed to this one where I worked for 2 years, and then I got promoted to corporate accountant. And after exactly 6 months of being promoted to corporate accountant, and I was like, doing my job to the perfection, and I was so happy in my life. Like, I was enjoying, I was doing, though I was not enjoying the long hours, because I used to start 8 a.m. in the morning and sometimes finish like 8 p.m. in the evening. Sometimes, like during the audits or year ends, it used to be like 10 p.m. and I really didn't used to enjoy that feeling, but that's okay. Company used to pay us for the taxi, so like, it was like, quick 15-20 minutes and I would be home. Otherwise it was like, if you go by bus and train, it would take an hour and a half. Anyways, so a lot of hard work. But then I found out that after I got promoted and after I became corporate accountant, I actually got pregnant 6 months, exactly 6 months after that. So in January I was promoted, and in July I conceived Dhyani. But after that, like, my career really took a setback, because I had loads of issues, like, first pregnancy, and it was so sensitive. I had a hemorrhage in my uterus, and I was completely given bed rest by my doctor, and I had to arrange for someone else. I had to delegate and dedicate my work to other colleagues. And like, even when I went back to work, I could not do long hours, because like, I was always under the risk of miscarriage during Dhyani, which is why always, like, we always say that Dhyani is a fighter, because like, again, she came against all odds. Like, that is the right thing to say. And she really is a tough-minded girl. Like, she is like, you cannot break her. And knock on wood, like, she's such a strong-minded, strong-willed child. So I think that's the attribute that I would give her, that, she just stayed in there, sticked in there, no matter how much hemorrhage had troubled me. I also had fibroid degeneration when I was 7 months pregnant, 6 to 7 months pregnant. That was, again, like, worst pain than labor. So all of this, when I was going through all of this, I realized that I just need this baby. Like, at that point, career really didn't mean much to me. And I actually ended up resigning from my job. And I really wanted to rest, and I really didn't want it to, and for this reason, because my pregnancy was so sensitive, I wanted to go to India under my parents' care, and I want to deliver there, because if any complications, they would be there to run here and there and take care of me, take care of my food, diet, baby, everything. And so I went to India, delivered there, I came back here, and I honestly had good intentions to go back to work, but I really could not leave Dhyani. Like, seriously, she was home for almost 2 years before I first started her daycare, but I just could not leave her, like, and then I found out, no, actually, Dhyani was not 2 years, sorry, I lied. She was 13 months when I got pregnant with Kushang. So there was, like, no question of me going back to work, because I really wanted to go, but I couldn't because I was pregnant. Then I flew to India, gave birth to Kushang, and then we came back here. And then by then, like, I really was enjoying my time at home and really didn't wanted to go back to work. And also YouTube happened when Dhyani was around 6 months, and when Kushang was around a year old, I think YouTube was doing a bit good. So like, I am been doing YouTube since late 2000, mid 2016, I guess, say 2016, late 2016, so 17, 18, 19, 20, so almost 4 years. So like, you know, initially I didn't had any hopes from YouTube. I was only doing just for like, you know, because I wanted to capture moments, my kids' milestone, and I was just enjoying the fact that I have a place where I can go back and look my kids' videos and I can share it with my family. So I think now I'm at a situation where if I go to work, you know, that is a kind of work, accounting, which really doesn't interest me anymore. Like, you know, even when I was doing it, like, you know, the paycheck was really awesome, but the happiness or the reward, like, you know, the satisfaction that I would get within myself wasn't that as much as I'm getting from doing YouTube. I'm much more happier doing YouTube, but the paycheck is much more smaller. So you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe over the years it will grow a little bit more, or maybe to my expectations, maybe not, but wherever I am right now, I am happy. You know, even the little bit of chore, like, you know, just making rotis, like, you know, I just dance and make rotis, and I just, like, you know, yesterday I was like singing and making rotis, and my daughter was like, Mama, you really love this song, like you're constantly singing this song. And I'm like, yeah, it was like a bhajan, Achyutam Keshavam, and I was just singing that, and it's such a spiritual, nice, sweet song that gives me such good vibrations. So like, you know, what I'm trying to say is do what you love doing. I am actually happy at home. I am happy with my kids. You know, they will grow, and then I will just miss these days. I'm just living my life with them. Like, you know, job to hoti rahegi, even if not, I really don't care. Like, you know, there was a time when I was so ambitious. Now I'm at a stage where I really want to spend time with kids. I want to give them values. Like, you know, they are in Sydney, but they are not Australians. They are like literally good Jews. So like, you know, and I take pride in that. Like, you know, if I would have been at work, maybe they would have not learned as much as about our culture than they actually know right now. So that's about it. I hope I have answered this question. You know, as I said, you know, when I start talking, I just keep talking and talking and talking. My husband used to call me Radio Mirchi. So yes, my life has taken a total different angle, but I think everything in life happens for a reason. And like, you know, I really want to, like, even if this video is long, please listen to this. I wanted to tell you this. When I was looking for my first job, not a proper accounting job. Before that, I had done very random student type of jobs. My first job in Australia, when I only had $10 in my bank account, literally the most stressful thing in my life. I didn't want it to go back to India, but I wanted a job, and I picked up a job at Indian Gujarati household, and all I had to do is I had to make rotis. And from there, I, like, you know, Mac was my friend back then as well, not boyfriend but friend, and he actually was looking up jobs for me as well. And he found a marketing door-to-door, like, you know, I had to knock and I had to market some commercial mobile phone or something. So I did that, but you know, I took my resumes everywhere, and you know, instead of marketing for that mobile, I was just marketing for my own job. And I actually, within 1 week doing that door-to-door marketing, I found my first job, like second job, which was of waitering in a pizzeria. And I worked there for around 1.5 years, and then there was this guy who used to come there very regularly. Like, you know, I used to hate him. He was an old man who used to really look down upon me being an Indian student, and like, you know, maybe not fit for the job or whatever, I don't know. But he used to be very rude to me, and like, you know, I used to hate taking his orders. And then one day he was accompanied by this another man, and I actually very unwillingly, very reluctantly went to take his order. And like, you know, the other man was really nice. He was very, very down to earth and so warm while he was talking. He was so talking lovingly, and I took his order, and then I started talking to him. He started talking to me, and guess what? He was my boss, like my to-be future boss, because he told me, oh, you're a student and studying in UTS doing your accounting. We would like to have, like, an assistant or a clerk. So this is my card. Why don't you give me a call? I literally chased him for 2 months because it was the year-end time and he was very busy, so I had to keep calling him, and then I finally got the job. So just think about it, guys. Everything happens for a reason. It's happened one over the other. So from that marketing door-to-door job, I got the pizzeria job. From the pizzeria job, I got my first accounts clerk job, and then from there I just moved on. And even YouTube is another such thing. My YouTube story is I had iPhone 5 or iPhone 6, I don't know what version. I had an iPhone and I used to take Dhani's lot of pictures and videos on it. And then I lived in India for 6 months. When I came back here, I told my husband that I want to archive this in a very safe place. He said OneDrive is the best place to do that. He uploaded everything and then I deleted everything off my mobile. Turned out that all the photographs were uploaded, none of the videos were, and I lost a lot of videos. I was literally shattered and I was crying. And he told me, why don't you upload to YouTube? And I was like, really? What is that? How do I do that? And he actually explained me. He introduced me to YouTube, and then I created an account, and then I uploaded my video, and I was like, wow, this is like online thing. I don't want any storage for that, and no accidents of getting anything deleted. But yeah, he introduced me to YouTube, and this is how my YouTube journey started. And literally it's been 4 years plus, but I love making YouTube videos. So maybe this was my destiny. This is what I love doing, and this is what I want to continue doing. I love to interact with you guys. I love to share my thoughts, my feelings, my routines, how I am as a person with you guys. And I know I talk too much. I better be jumping on to another question. Okay, next question. When living abroad and being full-time mom with little social life, don't you feel alone? How do you cope with it? Don't you miss having someone other than your husband and kids to share things with, or even have friends to go out with? Okay. When I was in uni, I had a lot of friends, but unfortunately, few of my friends went back to India. Few of my friends got married, but they got married in another cities in Australia. So it's not like, I am in touch with them. People I am really good friends with, but they are not in Sydney. That is the problem. And the people who are in Sydney, they are working or they have baby, so it's not like, we can meet on daily basis. So pretty much, yes, you're right, there is no social life. And being with kids all the time, sometimes it's very frustrating. Sometimes it's like, I just want to kill and pull my hair, and sometimes it's just beautiful. So every day is different, but I definitely miss having an adult person next to me. So when my mom-in-law came here, it was such a nice feeling. I could just talk. I love talking, and I could just talk. Even with my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, I can talk to them over the phone, even with my parents or with my friends. But having a face-to-face interaction is required, and which is why I wait for my husband to come back home. And when my husband on the weekends is playing with kids, I'm like, you have to sit with me. I really get pissed off, and I'm like, you have to spend time with me. And I would just snuggle him, and I would just irritate him, and he would be like, go away. I'm like, no, I want to spend time with you. So yes, I do feel lonely, but you know what, actually, if I feel lonely, especially, I take kids out. This is my therapy. Fun days are not just for kids, it's for me as well. I am a Libran. I just love going out. I can't be at home all the time. There have been times when I have just gone out just to buy one capsicum or just to buy one bottle of milk. This is not normal here in India. We would just go and we will just buy whatever you want from the next door shop or anything. Here you have to go all the way to the shopping center and with 2 kids, but I do it. Like, just tell me, I'll go out any time of the day. Even if it's raining, rain can't stop me. Even if it's a thunderstorm, can't stop me. If I have to go out, I have to go out. And my kids also love to go out. But yeah, being at home, what keeps me occupied though is this YouTube. Like, if YouTube wasn't in my life, I would have been much lonelier and much depressed and upset, and like, not a good feeling even to think about it. But like, kids today are not home, but I am so busy since morning. I haven't got time because I have done my chores. I have visited for one of my appointments. Then I was doing my one of my applications. Then I was replying to the comments. I was editing. Then I thought, okay, let me shoot this quick video, which is already 30 minutes. Oh my god, I have to cut it short to like 10-15 minutes. So yeah, like, it's like I am occupied with YouTube, and I have made so many friends. Like, I really consider few of you guys as my friends, and you guys know that you are also on my WhatsApp group, or like, I just love making friends. And your friends doesn't has to be like, always be with you or next to you. You can, like, share with your friends anytime, anywhere. So yeah, if you're on my WhatsApp, you are my friend, and you're a very good friend. And so yes, I guess I answered this. So yes, I do feel lonely, and I used to feel very lonely when kids were little, but now kids have grown up, and like, it's kind of fun. We play hide and seek, we play catch me if you can, we do fun days, we go to the parks. Like, now kids are getting more like friends more than babies. So when you have toddlers, infancy is a different struggle than toddlers. But when they grow, like, and they become more and more mature, it's so much fun. Like, if anybody would ask me, would you do a second baby at such a short distance, I would say no, never in life. But now I'm gaining all the like, the benefits. Like, they play and I can do the chore, I can film, I can edit. Yeah, not most of the times they let me edit, but I certainly film in their presence. You guys have seen how much I film with them. I mostly film with them, and when they are not home at daycare, I edit because they just don't let me edit. But yes, life is good, even though it's so lonely. But we just manage, I guess. It's how you feel matters. If you're happy or not matters. If you're not happy, you really need to think about it, and you just need to be content with your life. You need to be satisfied. You need to be spiritual. I think spirituality has made me such a mature and such a good person. Like, seriously, I used to be like, very angry type of person, but now I think I'm very calm, very patient. So that's what spirituality teaches you. So I think that's a huge change that has happened only after I became a mother, because I experienced, like, the extreme stress. Like, everything extreme ends I have experienced just after being a mother. Like, extreme anger, extreme stress, extreme happiness, extreme satisfaction, or extreme, like, craziness, extreme sleeplessness. Everything I have experienced to the extreme. Like, all of we do, not just me. Like, just after being a mother. Before that, life is very normal, but like, motherhood teaches you the worst and the good things in life. So like, being patient and being content in life is also what I have learned as well over the period of time after being a mother. And I think I wish and I hope that all you guys find this happy space in your life as well. And I shall end this video here. Bye bye.